Hi, Eric Gimbal, ericgimbal.com. To break or not to break the rules? That is the question. Let's start. After publishing the other day a video telling that if a picture is a bad picture, even if you call it art, it will still be a bad picture. Many people commented, at least in Spanish and French, less in English, but some people did comment, and telling that yeah, but the rules, we should break the rules and things like this. So I'm going to tell you my opinion about breaking or not breaking the rules. Well, basically I think there are two situations. The one where you get paid for your photography and the one you're not getting paid. If you're not getting paid, it does not really matter, because even if a picture is bad, you're not going to lose anything. Okay, maybe you hope to have a nice picture, it's not a nice picture, but there's no drama. But if you're working for a client, obviously you must give the result he expects. So I think in that case it's important to play safe. So I would say first you should keep to the rules. I mean, if you know something works, you give some guarantee to your client that the results will be there, and only if you have time then you can break the rules. So what are these rules? There are many rules, composition, lighting, many things. So I'm going to speak mainly about ethical, I'm going to speak mainly about composition and lighting. I'm not going to tell you what the rules are, because there are many videos, many tutorials about the rules, the rule of third, the rule of lines like this, the rule of whatever, okay? So I'm not going to tell more each rules, but speak about the way of breaking them. So if you really keep to the rules, you will not make a bad picture. You will make correct, good or very good pictures, but no bad picture. But if you stay close to the rules, the problem is that you will not surprise anyone. So if you want to make the brilliant, incredible picture, you must surprise. If you stay by the rules, you will not surprise anyone. Why? The human brain has been trained to see things in a way or another. So why? Because for centuries and millennium we've been seeing, for example, the light, it comes from the top with the sun. So normally if the lighting comes from the bottom, it's not nice. This is why in the Exorcist film they actually use that, because it surprises. Whoa, it's scary. If you look at the light in your house, it's all come from the top. The lowest light are the one you have next to your bed, but when you use them you're laying in bed, so it's actually above you. So if you light your house from the floor, if you read a book, the light doesn't gets to your hand holding the book, but not to the pages you are reading. So obviously it's logical to light from the top. And then composition. In Occidental world, we at least in Occidental world, in other parts I don't know, but where we write from left to right, we also look at picture from left to right. So actually, if you put the important thing on the left, your eyes will skip like this. Right now, because of the sun coming through the window, I'm staying on the right. At the beginning I was on the left. So actually you see, you look at me and you see your eyes actually skipping to the right. Why? Because your eyes automatically do this. Normally the important things, you must place them on the right, because otherwise I look at the left and automatically my eyes go there. So there's no harmony. If I look at the rule of third, I mean, our brain is trained to feel comfortable with the rule of third, placing things in a third. Or the on horizon, it has to be horizontal, not a bit like this, you know. So if you keep this rule, you make good picture, but you will not surprise anyone, because our brain is so trained that we expect what you're doing. So if you keep by the rules, then it's nice, harmony, that's nice, but not surprising. So if you make money, play safe. Make the pictures that work, that you know that work, and that you know that are correct, good or very good. They won't be brilliant, they will be good, and you will not get your clients like disappointed, okay? But if you have time, start to break the rules. Why? To try to make something great. So I think if you're making a photo shoot if you have time, I don't mean at the end of the shoot. I mean like you, with the pose, you make the poses, you know that work, the framing, you know that work, the lighting, you know that work. And then before going to another pose, you make 2 or 3 shots with different framing, different composition, different anything, breaking the rules. If you, that way, or different lighting, whatever. If you're doing a wedding, for example, normally you won't have time, so you keep by things you know that work. But if you have time, maybe you make like that crazy picture that will surprise anyone, okay? Or anyone or everyone. So, but if you have time, but first you must play safe. If you're an amateur, obviously you do what you want, but I still advise you should go the same way, because when you break the rule, you have 2 possibilities. Make a great picture or a really bad picture. So if you always break the rules, first, assuming you know the rules, okay, but I assume you know the rules. If you always break the rules, you're always in a risky situation, and you will always get people who will love your picture and people who will just hate it. So sometimes it can be demotivating if many people criticize your photo, and it's good sometimes to hear, oh, great picture, and you know it's just by the rules, but it's okay, it's a nice picture. So I think you should work this way. But do I think you should break the rules? Yes. Once you know the rules and you've guaranteed your food, I mean the money and the business, then you should break the rules, obviously, to make this great picture that people will say, whoa, how surprising, I did not expect that. And this is the only way to be different from the rest, to break the rules. This is the only way. So people look at my pictures and very often they say, yeah, but Eric, you don't really break the rules yourself. Well, that's true. I do not break the rules normally. Why? Because the way I work really fast, and I always go straight to what it works for clients or whatever. And when I have time, then I break the rules. But normally when I break the rules, it's more like I am in a situation where technically I cannot follow the rules, or I have to take some risk, or let's say, imagine I'm going to make a picture by the sea, and I wanna it's not possible to edit, I have to send the picture straight away. I don't know, for example, it does not happen, but if it will happen, and I cannot get the sea completely horizontal, then I'm going to break really the rule. I'm going to really shift the picture this way, so the sea is really sideways, so anyone who look at the picture doesn't think, whoa, this is not really horizontal, that's not nice. If it's really sideways, you think, whoa, that was voluntary, wanted to do that, and that's the way it came out. And it is true. Also, I actually take this decision. If you go to a friend's house and you see his painting on the walls, if they're just a bit like this, twisted, you think, this is not straight. But if it's completely twisted, you're gonna think, whoa, what a funny way of hanging the pictures on the frames on the wall. Yeah, because he maybe was not able to put them straight and decided to put them directly 45 degrees or 30 degrees, and it looks like, whoa, that's very original. And this is what I mean by breaking the rules. If you're going to break the rules, do it. Don't underestimate the power of surprise of breaking the rules. But if you just skip the rules by just a bit, it will be like a failure. So he was not able to get that straight, or this lighting is a bit too low. No, it cannot be a bit anything. It has to be really something. So I think, yes, you should break the rules if you want to do things that are really original, different, surprising. And sometimes I do, but if you're in business, breaking the rules is something risky. It's hard to always get a great picture always breaking the rules. It's almost impossible. So you are in the risk that your client will be disappointed. So first deliver what keeps to the rule, and then go and make something really original. Maybe you will like it a lot more than the rest, but go for that. And time after time you will create your own new rules. Why? Because in some situation we say, oh well, but normally you should do that, but in that situation I do this. You should, not that you don't have to, but normally people would do that or expect this, but I do this. So then after you repeat, you create your own set of rules. Sometimes you picture by someone and you see, whoa, that's great, that's nice, and then a few days after you see another picture with the same new idea, and then the same new idea that is not that new, and all this, just because people very often they copy the risk someone has taken. and create the still their non-rules. And if many people do it, it becomes a rule of a non-rule, a no-rule rule. Okay, if I can say like this. So actually, you can start creating your rules for you in that situation. I frame this way, or I compose this way. But it's not that simple to just always break the rules. So my idea is simple to resume is: first, stay by the rules. Second, obviously, to create something great, break the rules. Okay, I hope you like this video. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. There's a small button down here, a small bell. If you click on it, you will get notified when I upload a new video. My website, ericgimbal.com. If you have any question, you can leave a comment below. Send me an email to info@ericgimbal.com. In description, I'll also put some links to other parts of my channel and links of my gear on Amazon. Thank you very much. Bye.